YouTube, how's it going? It's Joshua Previtt here today, bringing you a brand new video. Today I'm going to be talking about Taiwan versus Australia. Let's get into the video. So my first point for today is traffic. Now in Australia, most of it is like countryside. You only have like the main cities. You don't really have like big high-rises, busy places too often, other than like, you know, Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne, Adelaide, all those types of like main cities in Australia. In Taiwan, the traffic is, wouldn't say bad, but it's not like good either. They do give courtesy to like people who are on motorbikes and like bikes and stuff like that. So let's just say there's like 3 lanes here. One lane will go all the way up to the stoplight, and then the other 2 will go up to like here, and then there'll be a box which is where like cyclists and like motorbike riders and stuff like that can go, and just like they can go to the front of the line pretty much, so that they have like way to just go straight away. And then also on their like traffic lights and stuff like that, they have a timer to show you how long you have until it goes to like the green light or whatever. So yeah. So number 2 is public courtesy. So that's one of the big things that I noticed while I was over in Taiwan, was that not very many people have good like public courtesy. So if you're walking down like a pathway or whatever, and like a group of friends were to say like talking, they wouldn't like move out of the way so that people can walk past. They would just stand there and expect everyone to walk out onto the street to get around them, and stuff like that. So that's one of like the big things that I noticed, is that not very many people are like would move out of the way for others. They usually just have like their own agenda. So even like on the train and stuff like that, people try to find like their best like the best spot for themselves, so that, you know, they can sit down. They won't like give way for older people to like sit on the train and stuff like that. Yeah, you do have it sometimes, but it's not too often that people actually do that. Number 3 is food. Yeah, so food differences from Taiwan to Australia is huge. Like everywhere you go, there is food stores, there is just, you know, like markets where you can buy food and stuff like that. Like it is crazy. They have food everywhere, and yet everybody is like not fat. They're pretty like ripped, and it's like, why? But anyways, yeah, so like in Australia, you know, you don't really have like food places that would cook food at a good price and have like really good quality. Like over there, you could buy dumplings for like really cheap price, and that would be like amazing, like better than anywhere else in Australia. And then you come here, you have to pay a lot more money, and the quality is just disgusting. And that's one of the big things I found also about bubble tea. Bubble tea in Australia is, well, at least the places that I've had it at, is nowhere near compared to what they have in Taiwan. Even just like a cheap side store that you just be walking past, that's not even that famous or anything like that. And yeah, they have like such good bubble tea. Okay, so number 4 on this list is prices. Everything over there is so cheap. As everyone mostly knows, in Asia everything is pretty cheap. But yeah, just like prices of like food and stuff like that, like I said before, just buying like general items like diaries, tissues, you know, books, stuff like that, is really cheap. Like I could buy, well actually I did buy a 2.2 litre water bottle, which is usually what I tell everyone. In Australia they'll cost like $4. In Taiwan, in Australian dollars, it was like $1.50, $2. Like it was so cheap. Which is like really good, especially if you're coming over from like Australia, if you have a higher currency rate. So that was good. Like the prices over there are like super cheap, and it's like really awesome, especially like, you know, if you're tourists, and us, like even me just being like 15 and then going over there by like, well yeah, pretty much by myself without like my family, and just with like my friend and his family. So yeah, that was like really good for me. The next 2 points are kind of intertwined together, which is weather and air pollution. So number 5, weather. It is pretty similar to Australia. Taiwan is kind of in that place where it's similar to where Brisbane is, but just on like the northern hemisphere. So their weather conditions aren't too bad, like they're pretty similar. But yeah, like in winter it rains a fair bit, because in Australia I don't think it rains too often in winter. Well, at least from my knowledge anyways. But yeah, and apparently it's raining in a lot of places in Australia right now, or like in Brisbane and stuff like that, but it's not raining here, so yeah. We did have it rain a couple times while we were over there, but that wasn't too bad because, you know, we'd either just go shopping or we'd just stay inside and then maybe go to like the gym there, or just edit videos and stuff like that, which would just give me spare time, which was cool. And then yeah, so air pollution, I don't know if I said this on a vlog or not, I might have, but in the one where it's traveling around Hualien, yeah, I was saying that how I was sick and I didn't really vlog too much during that like weekend while we're traveling around that side. But yeah, essentially in Taipei, the main city, it is like really dense with population. So pretty much the entire population of Australia is fit into that one little island in like Taiwan. Not in Taiwan, but yeah, the one island of Taiwan. And yeah, so in Taipei, you know, the most populated city, the main city of Taiwan, it has like a lot of pollution compared to what I'm used to, because, you know, in Australia it's open, there's trees everywhere, there's like a lot of bush, so you get a lot of fresh air, and like it's super good for your body. But then over there, like, it was getting to me really bad, especially when we left that main city, went to Hualien, and like it was more like a countryside over there, so that's basically when my body decided to, okay, let's get rid of all of this crap that's in my lungs. And then yeah, because of that I was like coughing and yakking for like pretty much that entire weekend, and I was not well, like it hurt my chest a lot. But then when I came back to Taipei, it got a lot better again. I have no idea why, but yeah, now that I'm back, like the fresh air is so good. But the heat is ridiculous. Okay, so the last point today on my list, number 7, is culture. So the culture of Australia is like, it has its own culture of like outback, like g'day mate, cowboy. Well, actually not really cowboy, but you know, like let's chuck a snag on a barbie, wear thongs or flip-flops everywhere. People don't really wear shirts like inside the shopping centre, or shoes for that matter. And yeah, it's just like, you know, pretty ghetto place, to be honest. At least that's what the Americans that I met said. But yeah, so in Taiwan, their culture is, even though they like speak like Chinese or Taiwanese, and then, you know, they have like that Asian culture about them with like the markets and food places and stuff like that. A lot of like the way that they go about things, like how the stores are set up, what type of stores they have, like food, even like Christian churches, the way they spell English is all basically related back to America. Yeah, so like, you know, mom, M-O-M, pizza spelled differently, like everything there that they have in Taiwan, which is more like a Westerner type of things, like food-wise, like clothing-wise, anything like that. They basically, it's all of that, it's just from America. So like, yeah, like I said, food, clothing, all of that type of stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe down below. And I hope you all have a good day. This is Joshua Previtt signing out. Peace.